Invite Your Excellencies to consider the next agenda item, adoption of the 4th BIMSTEC Summit Declaration. I understand that the 16th ministerial meeting and the senior officials meeting have held extensive deliberations on the draft declaration, and they have recommended for adoption by the summit. I would like, therefore, to present the 4th BIMSTEC Summit Declaration as contained in the document number BIMSTEC Summit 04 2018-04 to Your Excellencies for consideration. Are there any comments or suggestions? Excellencies, since there is no comment or amendment to the draft declaration, may I propose that the 4th BIMSTEC Summit Declaration be adopted as a whole by acclamation? As I see no objection, may I consider the 4th BIMSTEC Summit Declaration is adopted by acclamation? It is so decided. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, we are now considering agenda item 8. Any other business? May I now invite distinguished delegates to raise any issues or matters that you may wish to raise at this moment. I see none. We move to the next agenda item, handover of BIMSTEC chairmanship. Very important agenda item. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, it has been more than 4 years that Nepal has carried out the responsibility of the chair of BIMSTEC. We hope we have done our best with our capacity to serve in the best interest of the organization. As per the BIMSTEC practice, I have the honor and pleasure to announce that the government of Sri Lanka is willing to accept the chairmanship of BIMSTEC after the conclusion of the 4th summit. I have the honor to invite His Excellency Maithripala Sirisena, President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, to join me to take over the chairmanship of BIMSTEC.
Thank you. Excellencies, distinguished guests, I wish to thank all member states for the trust and confidence placed in Sri Lanka. I wish to congratulate Nepal for hosting a very successful 4th BIMSTEC Summit and for the warm hospitality afforded to all of us. Sri Lanka looks forward to implementing the ambitious agenda this summit has set for us. I look forward to welcoming all of you to Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency, for your kind words. I wish the Socialist Democratic Republic of Sri Lanka a successful chairmanship of the BIMSTEC. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, finally, we have exhausted our deliberations on all the agenda items. We now come to the end of the 4th BIMSTEC Summit. I would therefore like to declare the 4th Summit Before to close, I would like to express some of my remarks is the outgoing chairperson. Excellencies, the heads of state, the government of BIMSTEC member states, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the conclusion of the 4th BIMSTEC summit. I am grateful to all of you for providing us the opportunity to host the summit. On behalf of the government and people of Nepal, I extend to you all my sincere thanks for your valuable participation and contribution in the summit. The brilliant presentation of cultural performance by artists from all the member states last night has demonstrated a wealth of cultural treasures in our region. We have come further closer through cultural exchanges. It has helped strengthen people-to-people contacts across the region. I thank you for bringing cultural troops as part of a special celebration of cultural bonds during the summit. Excellencies, during the course of the summit, we made a comprehensive review of the progress made and agreed to a future course of action to accelerate the process of regional cooperation. Our collective wisdom, thought and vision on the goal of peaceful, prosperous and sustainable Bay of Bengal region is eloquently captured in the 4th BIMSTEC Summit Declaration. We remain committed to implementing it in earnest for the common benefit of our peoples. BIMSTEC was an outcome of a thoughtful decision to promote regional cooperation and collaboration of common benefit, and this summit has reinforced its raison d'etre. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, in the world that is witnessing multiple contradictions and uncertainties, our resolve to strengthen regionalism as a building block to multilateralism bears a particular significance towards a stable, predictable and rule-based world order. There are compelling reasons for regional cooperation as today's complex problems cannot be resolved with individual countries' efforts alone. Cooperation and collaboration within a solid framework are critical to addressing common problems we confront. Geography, history, economy, and ecological interdependence, and people-to-people contacts serve as key enablers in our region to propel meaningful cooperation for our shared prosperity. This is my firm conviction that this summit has been a significant step towards making BIMSTEC a dynamic, effective, and result-oriented regional organization. It has reinvigorated BIMSTEC process to realize the vast potentials that are available in the region. Building on the Goa agenda of action adopted during the BIMSTEC leaders retreat hosted by His Excellency Shri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India in October 2016, we have taken a number of important decisions that will go a long way in bringing visible change in the lives of our peoples. Enhancing connectivity, fostering trade and investment, promoting cooperation and energy and tourism. On energy and tourism, are among the key decisions taken to achieve this goal. Our commitment to eradicating poverty needs to be translated into action. We have also agreed to enhance the capacity of the Secretariat to fulfill its responsibilities. I believe our commitment to streamlining the existing areas of cooperation will result in better outcome of our collective efforts. Our decision to entrust BIMSTEC Permanent Working Committee to draft a charter for the organization will provide a sound legal foundation to our organization. The signing of the Memorandum of Understanding for establishment of the BIMSTEC Great Interconnection will facilitate greater cooperation in energy sector. Excellencies and distinguished delegates, the fruits of regional cooperation can reach the peoples when we fully implement the decisions and understandings we make. Translating the promises into action will be a key challenge ahead. All national stakeholders, governments, private sector and civil society must play their respective roles in realizing the goals and aspirations of the regional process. The visibility of BIMSTEC will lie in the progress it makes and in its capacity to deliver. Let's make a decisive step together to match the potential for development with an enhanced scale, scope and greater speed of our endeavors. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Sri Lanka on the assumption of the chair and assure Nepal's continuous support in the fulfillment of its responsibilities as the chair. I deeply appreciate all the member states for their continuous cooperation and support to Nepal during its term as the chair of BIMSTEC from March 2014 until today. Before I conclude, once again extend my sincere thanks to Your Excellencies, the heads of state and government, ministers, distinguished delegates for your active and constructive engagement and continuous cooperation. I want to thank the Secretary General and his team, members in my cabinet, officials at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other ministers and agencies, security personnel, media, civil society, academia, think tanks, and fellow citizens who contributed to make the summit a success. I also thank the staff and management teams of hotels that provided accommodation, conference facilities, and other services. I wish Your Excellencies, the head of state and the government of BIMSTEC member states, honorable ministers, and all the distinguished delegates a safe, pleasant journey back home. I trust you had a comfortable stay in Nepal. Due to rush and rain, we could not organize a visit for all delegates outside the Kathmandu Valley and even a program for sightseeing in the valley. Nepal is the land of mountains. Our Himalayas are considered as diamond. In fact, they are more than real diamond. I extend to you a cordial invitation to visit Nepal and see these precious resources. Nepal offers a lot, both in terms of nature and culture, and I am sure you will find it a worth considering mission. Long live BIMSTEC. Thank you all. We now come to the end of the 4th BIMSTEC Summit. I would therefore like to declare the 4th Summit closed. Thank you all. I would like to hand over this gathering to the chairman.
Excellencies, Heads of State and Government, as the Chair of the 4th BIMSTEC Summit has announced the closure of the summit, may I take the opportunity to invite for the official photo session. Excellencies, Heads of State, Government, photo session is to be held this side, please.
Let's go for photo session. Tell everybody.
Excellencies, this side. I have the honor to request Ministers for Foreign Affairs of BIMSTEC member countries to join. Next, may I humbly request the foreign secretaries from the member states.